Hi guys, and welcome back to another F1 Clash video by myself, AZW F1, and it is the United States Grand Prix Austin final round, and we are 4 races in so far. We have done 4 races, we have had 183 points. Yep, we've dropped some points already, quite unlucky. 44 points in Australia, race 2. I'm happy with that, very tough track. Race 3, we had a real player, a team score which was higher than us, and we had a safety car, so we only scraped 45 points out of that one. And that's where we are at the moment, 183 points. Yesterday, in opening round, we came first with 371 points. So we are hoping for P1. I'm not going to look at the leaderboard yet. I'm going to carry on racing, give myself a little surprise at the end and see, hopefully, we're near the top of the leaderboard. Remember, like, comment and subscribe. It helps me out massively. I know you're rooting for me. And let's get into race 5, Japan and Suzuka. Here we go with Suzuka then, and we have a bad matchup. We are short by about 60. So we're going to get bad qualifying compared to our opponent, which is another annoying position. See, Verstappen's only P12. That's annoying for me, but hey ho, that's where we're at the moment. So let's have a look what we're going to do. I'm going to put Verstappen, who's going to do 4 laps, and I'm going to put him on the Kawhi, and my Alonso, I'm going to do the same strategy out front, and I'm going to do a tuning. I like that tuning round here, so we're going to stick to it. We're going to put both on the same strategy, and we're going to have to hope we can score some big points, because it's not going well at the minute. Rivals on P1. That's going to be hard to take from him. As we start off, we've got a bad start with Verstappen. We want him to go at the inside, or we'll take the outside. That'll work. And we are into P10. Alonso's up into P1. And we have a real player by the opponent. So that's going to make it hard for us to score maximum points here, as we try and keep hold of that P1, and we can't. Verstappen's in P10. And it's going to be another race where it's not going to be easy points, especially with the rival who's running soft and soft. So we settle down into the race, and we've got a lot of work to do. Looking at a lot of people are going to be pitting lap 3, so we've got a chance of getting our Verstappen up the grid, and we're going to try and keep our Alonso in touch with the rival. Alonso is coming back at us, funnily enough. So we'll get away from him a little bit. Verstappen's okay in P10. And we'll just cut down Alonso again there, as we're on for 4 laps. Looking at the gap, we got about a 6-second gap for the drivers in front on softs. So we're just going to boost Verstappen a little bit. I'm hoping they'll go hards, which means I can sort of cruise without using too much tyres up. P1's not got very far against us, so I'm okay with that. Verstappen's trying to get P9, takes a wide line. And we are about to start into the crucial phase of this race. And the rival will pit. I'll go on to medium tyres at the end of this stint. And we'll cut down there because I'm not strongest on tyres. Verstappen is through into P5. And we'll bring him back for pit. So we've just got to bide our time. I trust my strategy. I trust the process. We will try and get P4. Doesn't really matter too much, but we got it. And the rival's coming back at us with medium tyres. So he's going to be going 4 laps on them tyres. Alonso's in now, and Verstappen is also going to be in this lap. So Alonso P2, we can boost to the end though, rival can't. And where's Verstappen going to come back out? He's got clear air, he's not going to jump the Ferrari, that would have been perfect, but they are on hard tyres. So it is a damage limitation race. We're going to try and catch the rival, as Verstappen now up to P6. We've just got to try and score maybe 44, 45 points. That's the aim here. The rival's pushing. The rival's pushing quite hard with Alonso. He's got under 50%. So it's not guaranteed that the rival's going to be in a good place. And you can see he's conserving now. We've got our Verstappen up to P5. And for the rival's tyres, he's on medium as well. So there's no... I mean, he'll be fine. But he might be short at the end. So Verstappen up to P4. So at the minute, we are rocking 44 points. And Alonso is coming back up to the rival. And the rival can't really push. He's not got the tyres for it. So we're hoping for the very best here from Alonso. It's Alonso on Alonso. I think the rival's going to run out of tyres, you know, before the end of this race. He's definitely conserving. And I think he is. It's guaranteed he's going to run out of tyres now. So we should be able to snatch first. And we might even snatch third, guys. This is a key part. Can we snatch some extra points? Rival's now out of tyres. Alonso's surely round. Yes, Alonso's through. So it's P1 for Alonso. Can we get the rivals P3? We can't. And good luck to the rival. It's first and fourth. 45 points. Damage limitation. I'm happy with it. Here we go then. Zandvoort. And it's another team score against us. We're not having good matchups. It is very similar team score, but it's not exact. It's just a couple more above us, and that's why Verstappen is starting P12. It's not our time at the moment. That is for sure. So let's get on to the strategy. Eagle and Taurus are in. We're going to do a 3 and a 4 for Alonso. Might change it up because he's P2. And Verstappen is going to do a 4 and a 3. And what can we do from here? We're going to have to be... Oh, it's a difficult final round so far, guys. Very difficult. We'll cut Alonso down there. Verstappen is trying, and he's P9. So we're off to an okay start. We've got rivals. The rival's going to do a 3 lap and a 5 lap by the look of it. And we're going to boost Verstappen through here. And we get that position, so we're up to P8. Now, if you've watched my recent strategy guide, the home straight is the best place to overtake on this track. And I'm hopefully going to get past the rivals Verstappen on hard tyres here. Straight up the inside. We'll just about get it. So, P7 for Verstappen now. And we'll cut him down again. We've got Hamilton. These are all on softs, and we'll be doing 4 laps. So I'm going to conserve now. I don't need to push too hard. Alonso's absolutely fine out front, so we'll probably just stick and do 4 laps with Alonso. I will try and get Verstappen past Hamilton this lap. It doesn't matter too much, but it's nice to get an extra position here and there. Not quite this time. So we'll conserve again. And when all these pit, we're going to be pushing. Because these are all going to pit this lap, apart from Max Verstappen, who's going to be doing 4. And we're well inside of the 3 seconds gap to second. So we're going to be absolutely fine here. And we're going to put the old Bunsen burner through the back of the engine. And we're going to light this up like a firework now. So here we go. This is key. This is key, guys. Everybody pits apart from Max Verstappen, and we need Max. We need to get past him and create a little bit of gap. We've got a hard tyre of Verstappen who's going to be holding a few of them up. Can we get past him? We can, and this is going to help a little bit. We're going to gain an extra second or 2 now. The rival's holding up 5th and 6th. So this is absolutely perfect. We've watched the AI, we've matched what they're doing, we've looked and we've changed. And now Alonso comes out in the lead. What about Verstappen? I think we might come out in second here. After, obviously, that pit stop of the rivals Verstappen. And we are in P3. So P1 and P3. against a higher team score, which doesn't look like a real player. Don't know many people who use hards on this track, or with anyone, but we can't get past at the moment. We're just going to keep Verstappen pushing. We've got Max behind as well. So we'll take second place now. And we are now on 47-point route. And I think now with no swiping, the matchups can fluctuate. So it just really depends on what rivals that you get in your GP league as to how well you can score. Sometimes you could get matchups in your favour and you score absolutely fine. If you get a matchup that's against you, it's going to be so hard to score. And that's what I've found out so far. But it's all fair and square now. Hutch has created it that way and we race that way. So, last lap in Zandvoort. We've done a 4 and a 3 with both drivers. Nice and comfortable. We've got the rival back in 5th and 9th. We needed the 47. It's a big, big help. It's going to be close at the top, but I've just got to keep doing my best and hope that the others fall. And with that said, P2 for Verstappen, P1, P2, 47 points. We're back on track. And we are 2 races away from the final round completion. We have Imola then, and you'll never guess what, we've got another bad matchup. They're 40 ahead, I think they are. Oh, it's going to be so tough, guys, this race. This GP is killing me. So here we go, and we're going to just have to go, we're going to have to just go for our best shot and see what happens. So I'm going to go Eagle on that, and I'm going to go dead fast for Verstappen. And I'm going to set out with the mediums for Alonso. And we're going to have to try and bring Max through the field, and that's why I'm using softs and dead fast. Usually these strategies would be swapped around, and it would be Verstappen on the slower tyre. But it's just not working out. But Alonso's in the lead. Verstappen's up to P8. And we're going to cut him down there. Can Verstappen go up the inside? We can get P7. We'll keep him boosting to this corner. And we'll cut down. So P1 and P7. We'll have a look what we've got in front of us. And it is a bunch of medium tyres. So we're just going to conserve. And we've got to get Verstappen through. So what's they doing? So looking at the track and looking at the AI, a lot of lap 4 pitters. So I'm going to be undercutting them. And behind a lot of lap 4 pitters as well. So everyone seems to pit lap 4. And that's going to be what I need to try and navigate through. And we are trying to get past these. So we might get stuck in a bit of a traffic jam as we now boost Alonso through. But we're going to try and bring him through and try and just create a bit of a gap to the cars that are at the back of the field. So usually I wouldn't push too much yet, but I need to try and get past a space or two. And that's perfect. P5. Can we get P4? I don't think just yet. And we're going to bring that gap in as much as we can down here. And we're going to get slow into the pits, which is annoying. As Alonso now absolutely flying out in the lead. Hopefully we don't get stuck in too much traffic. And we're not. We're going to get some clear air here. Quite comfortable clear air. So we should be able to catch up with that train of cars. And we should, hopefully, guys, get into sort of P2 later on in this race. But we've got to bide our time. We could do with getting past Ricciardo pretty quickly, though. Through the inside, that's perfect. They're only just coming in, so we're going to jump a lot here. This strategy has worked perfect. Can we get Alonso? We can, and that is P2. Honestly, guys, I've put this undercut strategy up on one of my previous videos. Check it out. The undercut's so powerful at Imola. And we had a team rival of about 40 difference, and we've overcome this so far. I know my strategies are good. I know I can do it on strategy, but I need the help from Hutch as well. We need that help. So we're going to have to pit this lap with Max. And we are a bit ahead, and we've got some pit stops, so we're comfortably in P2 here. And we'll start to bring Alonso through now, just in case. We'll power him up, we'll let him have a fly to the finish. And we are going to come out. Is Alonso going to pit in the AR? Yep, so it's comfortably P1, P2 now for lap 7. And Alonso, they're two good strategies. They're the best strategies on this track. And we've used it to perfection on here. Getting Verstappen up from P11 to basically P2 on the 4th lap. And that's what everybody wants to do, surely. And we are trying. We will never back down. We will always try to get that elusive P1. As Verstappen goes through the back marker and starts his final lap. And we're just boosting just to see what lap time we can do. Alonso's coming round to finish. Perfect strategy. P1. And here's Verstappen coming through as well. And this will be for a nice P2. And a 47 points. Brilliant watch. Great strategy. Please just do that one when you get Imola, and you will be laughing all the way to some top points. 47 points. The final race from Austin, and it's another bad matchup. I've said that every race, I think, so far. I think we've had 5 or 6 bad matchups in this GP final round, and it's not what I needed. It really isn't what I needed. Especially after such a good day yesterday. I felt confident going in today, and it's not to been so far. The matchups are tough, but last race, I don't know where I'm going to finish. I haven't looked. I don't know what points I might need, so I'm giving it a surprise like you might get. It looks like we're against a human player, so it's going to be even tougher. But hey, we'll give it a go, guys. And we have got a real player, as you can see. And he's gone for Dijin and dead fast. I'm hoping Verstappen goes up the inside here. And he's in P11 at the minute. The rivals flew out of the traps in P1. And what can we do? Can we salvage some high scoring points here? As Alonso goes into that first corner. And what about Max? Can we get Max up the field? We can get him up to P7. And this is going to be a very tough track to score some points with this rival. But, hey, that's life. That's all we can do about it. So, Alonso comes round in P2. And he's doing they're both on the same strategy here. They're both going to do 3 laps. And then they're both going to do maybe a 2 lap in the middle. And then 3 laps to finish off. So, Alonso coming down the main straight. And we'll cut down as well. Verstappen is quite far back from P6, but that doesn't mean we're not going to give it a go from that boost as he goes wide. And what we got around us then, so we've got a bunch of soft tyres ahead of us, and we are going to come back and do 2 laps for Alonso. And Verstappen, we're going to do the same. And we are P2 and P7. So we're going to boost Alonso and close that gap a little bit. Verstappen, still not near P6, but we'll close the gap a little bit. Like so. And we are going to be comfortably in the 50% range as Alonso comes in. And he pits, and so does Verstappen now. And he's quite slow into the pits that time, which is a little bit annoying. Can we get ahead of Hamilton? Probably not. Oh, nearly got ahead of Hamilton. And we are going to try and get past the rival who's on medium tyres. And surely we can. We can indeed. It's now P3. And now the rival gets back ahead of us. Oh, it's so annoying. So annoying. So I'm just going to conserve now because there's no point. I was blocked up on that. So there's no point me absolutely... The first place is gone. The points scoring on this weekend are doomed now. Ah, it's just frustrating. Came P1 yesterday, and it filled me with the hope that this weekend was my weekend. But I've had like 3 or 4 human players in the final round, and I've had 3 or 4 bad matchups. Well, it's not even 3 or 4. I think I've had about 6. It's just killer for me. Killer, guys. So Alonso is going to start his last lap on this strategy. And we're going to try and close the gap to the leader. Verstappen comes in the pits. And we're going to have to try and bring Verstappen. I mean, damage limitation now is P4. That's what we need to get. And what does that insist of? That insists of catching 7 seconds up. So that's going to be very difficult with the fuel I've got as well. Alonso's caught right back up to P1. So it's all about which boost is best probably now, as we both come into the pits. And Verstappen's up to P5. The question is, can we get any higher? Doesn't look like the rival may be serviced there. So we'll see what the rival's got left in the tank. Verstappen is closing on P4 and P3. Hopefully that dead fast can get me a position. And the rival is boosting with his P1 as we nearly get P4. We're both on dead fast and we're both on mediums. And we nearly get the rival there. And it's going to be very close. The rival... I don't know if the rival can boost all the way, guys. That's the difference. I certainly can't with my fuel, as he gets P3. Alonso is well behind P1 now, so that's gone. We are ahead now with Verstappen in P4, so we're on damage limitation points. And we are just cruising now to what will be 44 points in this race. And we've tried it. We gave it our best, guys, in this GP. Sadly, we just had some very tough matchups. Hopefully my opponents have had tough matchups too. But you just never know. Well done, mate. Well done. And another real player. It's nice to see, but also frustrating to see at the same time. 44 points in the final round. Look at the team score, guys. 47 behind. And looking at the cars and the drivers, P8, he's got a level 8 Alonso, level 8 Verstappen. And look at the car, level 7 the Fire Farm. What can you do? I'm lucky to get 45 points. Or even 44, whatever I got. So let's have a look what we got in the end. Where did we finish? It's not going to be P1. Not with there's too many drop points in there for P1. And we end up P2. Music Man smashed it again, Music Man. Out there in P1, 47, 45 and the rest 47. So I wouldn't have even matched him anyway. Fair play to you, mate. I will get you one day, Music Man. One day, me and my subscribers will come and get you and get that P1. Ibon was back in our final round. He ended up with 361 and McGrady shooting 346. Tough race for McGrady there in Australia. But that is it at the minute. We're not guaranteed P2. A few people left to run that could change that. But in the end, 366 points. Tough round with matchups. But hey, it's still up there at the top. So guys, thanks for watching. Remember, like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.